As a brain doctor, I was shocked. These nuts increase the risk of stroke overnight. Did you know that nearly 800,000 people in the U.S. suffer a stroke every single year? That means, on average, someone has a stroke every 40 seconds, and the vast majority of these individuals are over the age of 60. The older we get, the more vulnerable our brain becomes. But here's the real shocker. While many of us try to eat healthy, some of the foods we believe are protecting us might actually be quietly increasing our stroke risk. Yes, I'm talking about nuts. Recent research has made me stop and reevaluate what I once thought was safe. What I discovered left me stunned. Several commonly eaten nuts, praised for their nutrients, contain hidden ingredients or compounds that may raise blood pressure, increase artery blockage, and trigger inflammation, all of which raise the risk of stroke, especially in seniors. And no, this isn't just theory. It's based on real data. When combined with common age-related health conditions like hypertension, diabetes, or high cholesterol, these nuts can become a health time bomb. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the 5 specific nuts you need to watch out for, the science behind how they increase your risk of stroke, better alternatives that protect your brain and blood vessels, and practical day-to-day advice you can start using immediately. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to make smarter, safer snack choices. Your brain and heart will thank you. Now, let's expose nut number 1 and why it's far more dangerous than you've been led to believe. Let's start with the most popular and affordable nut of them all, peanuts, especially salted peanuts. They're everywhere: movie theaters, airplane snacks, bowls at family gatherings, and most seniors love them for their taste and crunch. But here's the truth you need to know. Salted peanuts are a major contributor to sodium overload, and that spells trouble for your brain. You see, sodium is a key factor in high blood pressure, and high blood pressure is the leading cause of stroke in older adults. One small handful of salted peanuts can contain 200 to 400 milligrams of sodium. That may not seem like much until you realize how easy it is to eat multiple handfuls in one sitting. Before you know it, you've consumed over 1,200 milligrams of sodium, half or more of your daily recommended limit, without even realizing it. And here's something most people don't know. As we age, our taste buds become less sensitive to salt, so we may not even notice how salty these nuts really are. We end up eating more, and that excess salt quietly raises our blood pressure. High sodium causes the arteries to narrow and stiffen, reduces blood flow to the brain, and increases the risk of clots. This makes salted peanuts not just a snack, but a potential stroke trigger, especially for seniors with a history of heart or vascular problems. What should you do? Instead of salted peanuts, try unsalted, dry-roasted peanuts, pumpkin seeds, or edamame low sodium. Heart-healthy alternatives. Salted peanuts are affordable, but your brain health is priceless. It's time to rethink this popular snack. Now let's go on to our second offer. Macadamia nuts are often seen as a luxury nut, creamy, rich, and often labeled as keto-friendly or heart-healthy. But for seniors, these nuts might be doing more harm than good. Macadamia nuts are extremely high in fat, about 21 grams of fat per ounce. That's higher than most other nuts. While it's true that these are mostly unsaturated fats, the sheer quantity can be overwhelming for an aging body, especially for seniors dealing with cholesterol, weight gain, or reduced mobility. Here's the problem. Too much fat, even the good kind, can lead to weight gain and fat accumulation around arteries, sluggish circulation, increased LDL cholesterol, and reduced blood flow to the brain. The brain depends on clean, oxygen-rich blood to function. When fatty foods clog or slow that flow, your risk of stroke rises sharply. Macadamia nuts are also low in fiber, meaning they don't do much to counteract cholesterol or blood sugar spikes. So what you end up with is a high-calorie, high-fit snack that lacks the balance your body needs, especially after 60. Remember, small snacks can have a big impact, for better or worse. Be mindful of what fuels your brain. Now, let's move on to our third one. Pecans themselves aren't the villain, but when they're candied, they transform into a deceptively dangerous snack. Here's what you're really eating when you snack on candied pecans: sugar, butter, or oil, salt, and often artificial flavorings. In just a single ounce, candied pecans can pack 15 to 18 grams of sugar and nearly 200 calories. That's equivalent to a candy bar, all under the illusion of a healthy nut. The sugar in candied nuts causes blood sugar spikes, chronic inflammation, and insulin resistance, all of which damage your arteries over time. And guess which organ suffers most from poor circulation and inflamed blood vessels? Your brain. Inflamed arteries can lead to clot formation, reduced oxygen supply, and ultimately stroke. For seniors already at risk, candied pecans can be a sweet death trap. Don't let sugar wear a healthy disguise. Your brain deserves better. Next up, honey-roasted cashews. A dangerously addictive snack that combines the worst of both worlds: sugar and salt. These cashews are not only roasted in refined oils, but they're also coated in sugar, honey, salt, and sometimes preservatives. This deadly combination leads to inflammation in blood vessels, high blood sugar, high sodium, and increased risk of plaque buildup. Cashews themselves are also high in oxalates, which in large quantities can contribute to inflammation and calcium buildup in arteries. And let's not forget, they taste amazing, which means most people eat more than they should without realizing how harmful that can be. Honey-roasted cashews may seem innocent, but they're a stroke risk in a shiny package. Brazil nuts are famous for being rich in selenium, a vital mineral for thyroid and immune function. But here's the catch: they're too rich in it. Just a Brazil nuts can provide over 200% of your daily selenium requirement. That sounds like a good thing, right? Too much selenium can lead to selenium toxicity, blood clotting disorders, inflammation in blood vessels, and even oxidative stress in brain tissue. This turns a superfood into a silent killer for seniors, especially those taking selenium supplements, eating high selenium diets, or with pre-existing heart conditions. Symptoms of selenium overdose can include nausea, fatigue, hair loss, and increased risk of stroke from vascular damage. What's the solution? Limit yourself to 1 Brazil nut per day if you eat them at all, or avoid them and get selenium from whole eggs, mushrooms, or legumes. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, it's about how much. After hearing about all the nuts that can increase stroke risk, you might be wondering, are there any safe nuts left? Absolutely. Here are 5 smart choices for seniors that support brain and vascular health. Walnuts rich in omega-3 south that reduce inflammation and improve memory. Almonds help lower bad cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. Pistachios, low in calories, high in antioxidants and fiber. Chia seeds, great source of brain-friendly fats and fiber. Sunflower seeds, loaded with magnesium, which relaxes blood vessels. Always choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted, unsweetened options. Watch your portion sizes. Even healthy nuts can be high in calories. Drink plenty of water to support digestion and circulation. What's your favorite healthy nut or seed snack? Let's build a list in the comments to help our community stay healthy and stroke-free. You've just uncovered the shocking truth about some of the most common nuts in your pantry. To good news! Now that you know, you have the power to protect your brain. Ditch the sodium, sugar, and dangerous fats. Switch to brain-loving, stroke-safe snacks. Share this video with someone you care about. Let's take charge of our health together. Comment below, which of these nuts surprised you most? Like and subscribe for more health tips that matter. And remember, you're never too old to make a better choice.